Hello, everybody! Hello, hello, hello! Welcome! And if my face is shiny, just ignore that. I have coconut oil on. Hello, everybody. Happy Lionsgate Portal. I am so excited to chat with you guys today and just catch up. Mondays are my favorite because I love being able to connect to you guys. So, I hope that you all are having an incredible Monday. Just getting this kind of... I look so... It's so bright on my end. I apologize for that. Oh, guys. Lucy, I missed you. How are you? Salvador, hello. Lucid. Oh, thank you, Lucy. You're very sweet. I'm so happy you're here with me. Thank you for being here. So how are you guys? I feel like I mean, we talk on our live streams, but I haven't had a chance to make too many videos on this channel, but that is changing. As of today, I am creating a whole new schedule. I got back from Costa Rica and I was like, you know, I need to switch things up. I need to change things around, and I really want to just kind of freshen things up in the way that I do things. And so, yeah, I'm diving back into content on this channel. Now that I have memberships back, I'll be doing a lot of membership stuff and Patreon stuff. So it is all happening and I'm just so excited to get back into everything. Today is the peak of the Lionsgate portal, so I wanted at least part of our live stream to kind of be based around that energies and what I do for my practices for, you know, activations like this. And for me, it's really not too much different than like how I treat a full moon or even my birthday. I'm sure that a lot of you think of your birthday as the start of the new year, opposed to just having it on, okay, January 1st, this is my new year, this is what I'm gonna do. For me, I think of my birthday as that, like, okay, like that new year energy, I guess. And my birthday is this Friday on the 12th. And so what I love about this is that today is the 8/8 Lionsgate portal. The day before my birthday is the supermoon, super full moon, and then every single year on my birthday on the 12th there is the Perseid meteor shower. So it feels like space is throwing me a party pretty much every year, and that's a tradition that I've always done on my birthday. I'll just go and watch the meteor shower somewhere really nice. We're pretty high up in the mountains anyways, but I love to go really high up in the mountains and just chill, listen to music, and watch the Perseid meteor shower. So I hope to do that this year. And when it comes to my practices for these different activations, really, for me, it comes down to something very similar. It comes down to what I want to release, what I want to create more of, and the actions that I'm going to take or the changes that I'm going to make that happen. And a lot of us, we can wish all that we want, you know, during New Year's and set these resolutions, but if we're not becoming aware throughout the year of where we're at, what we're struggling with, what habits we kind of want to break, what we want to bring in, then we're waiting a whole year before we even talk about the growth that we want to have. And for most people, New Year's resolutions aren't very, like, effective anyways. Oh, and I'm wearing this shirt. It actually fell out of my closet today. I was trying to figure out what to wear, and I think it's kind of interesting that this was the shirt to literally fall off of a hanger. Kind of cool. But that's kind of what we'll be talking about today. Just some ways to get more aware of where you're at, and also allow you to start thinking about what you want to create in your life. Also, my dog is very panicky right now. Someone somewhere has, like, their, you know, when a fire alarm starts to die, it will make those really loud beeps every once in a while, and he's terrified of those beeping sounds, and I can, like, hear it faintly, and he's pacing back and forth. He's really panicky, and he definitely needs me. He's been chilling here with me. So if this is a little bit of a shorter live, that is why. I just want to make sure he's good to go. But please let me know how you guys are doing, how you're feeling, what's going on. I wanted to pull a card for us as well. I usually don't do that, but I have so many cards. I have so many Oracle and Tarot decks. It takes up this entire bookshelf and I have to have them like stacked on top of each other. So maybe we should do that every once in a while because I literally have so many. And I just got this deck actually. It is from Mystic Art Medicine, Cher Lynn. She created her own cards and they are her own paintings. Every single card is like a full-sized oil painting that she has created. She's really, really amazing. She unfortunately passed away a couple years ago. She has a really cool YouTube channel and her Facebook is just full of, she's just like, she lived in Sedona and she's the most magical person I've ever met. And I was really bummed when I found out that her cards were sold out, and I was actually gifted this for my birthday, and I'm like so excited, you know, so excited. So I'm so glad I finally got my hands on a deck. For this card I'm pulling for us, I'm going to be using my Moonology deck. This is one of my favorites. It has all the moon phases and all of the astrology signs and planets on this deck. So this card I'm pulling right now is really just for the energy of today, the collective message that we need to receive right now. Cher Lynn. So I think that's how you spell her name. Is her name on here? Yeah, Cher Lynn. Just like that. She has a site called Mystic Art Medicine. Yeah, and you'll be able to see her paintings on there. Oh my gosh, I get chills thinking about it. There are some, she's totally channeling like something out of this world when she creates her paintings. Like, I have full body chills right now just thinking about it. There's been some that I've seen that just like awaken something in me, like I'm remembering something. It's so crazy. She definitely has incredible channeled art. Thank you. Yeah, of course. I would love to hear what you think. She's incredible. Okay, so this card is just for all of us to receive the message that we all need to embody right now. Ooh, okay, this is awesome. So this is new moon in Gemini. You see it? Okay, communication is key. So I love that. Hello, Jamal, how's it going? So I love, number one, that we got the new moon card today, because new moon is really about planting new seeds, which is really, it really goes along with the energy today. And I think that's kind of a theme when it comes to astrological events and different energetic portals opening up. It's giving us a chance to see the illusion or the blockages of what we did not see before in our life, in our habits, and it's giving us an opportunity to create more ease in changing those things. So, for example, let's say that I really want to do something new with my business, but I don't really know what to do, and maybe I don't feel very inspired. This energy could awaken an idea inside of me that connects with that desire of me wanting to expand my business, and my only job is to act on my intuition. I believe that whatever is meant for us will find a way to us, but it's our job to make the choice and to act, and to also be present of what's kind of happening around us so we can take action on that. So with a new moon, it's really about planting new seeds and maybe digging up ones that you don't want to grow anymore. What I love about this energy, I'm a Leo, I'm a double Leo, so I love this season, but it's such a playful energy. We don't have to take things as seriously as we do sometimes. Our mind really does create so much resistance in life, right? Whatever happens. And so I think that this energy is more about getting into the heart. What do you desire? It doesn't matter what you think is possible. It doesn't matter what you've seen people do. Like, it's all about what you desire to create. What is your burning desire? Mine is freedom. I would love to hear your guys' burning desires in the chat. If you have one, and Napoleon Hill talks about this a lot as well, if you have one burning desire for your life, one thing that drives you or that you would love to be able to experience or accomplish, like, what is that one desire? For me, mine is freedom. Freedom of time, freedom of my freedom from my mind, financial freedom, spiritual freedom, emotional freedom. That is just one thing that I feel like encapsulates everything that I want for my life. Freedom. And creative freedom, I mean, just feeling free. I don't feel, for me personally, there's a better feeling than that. And so once I tap into my true desire, hello Torny, how's it going? I would love to hear you guys' desires, by the way, if you had to pick one desire. But once I become aware of my desire, then we can actually witness it start to take form in little ways that we wouldn't have noticed before, right? Maybe you really tap into your desire of wanting to take your business in a certain direction or wanting to do this, and then all of a sudden, that week or something, you meet someone who's talking about that same thing, and you guys start talking, and maybe they have an opportunity that would actually align with what you need or what you're looking for in connection with your desire. It's those little things that they're always there, but unless we have trained our mind to look for them, our brain doesn't know how. Our brain will support whatever narrative we give it, which I find really interesting. Our brain will literally support any narrative. If we say we have bad luck, or or our business isn't doing well, or we don't have friends, or maybe we do have good luck. I don't really believe in luck. I believe it's all just a mindset, you know? But whether you think things are happening to you or for you, your brain is going to support that narrative. And so I think it's really important for us to become aware of the narratives that are going on in our mind, especially in connection to what we desire to experience, what we want. Because if we want to create something and we want to experience something in life, but we have this underlying thought of like, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I don't have the resources, then that thought is actually going to rule the situation, because our thoughts are happening whether we're conscious of them or not. We have 65 to 70,000 thoughts a day, and a majority of those thoughts are thoughts that we were thinking the day before. So these are like programs. We're like programmed to kind of talk poorly about ourselves or think poorly about what we're capable of, and those are just thoughts. Our thoughts are only interpretations of facts, of circumstances. So it's all about showing your brain the opposite side of the coin. What do you want to think? What do you want to feel? And once you decide, your brain will support that narrative. So really this whole thing is about tapping into your desires and becoming aware of what comes up. As soon as you make a new goal for yourself, by the way, your brain is going to come up with every single reason why you can't do it. It's going to come up with all of these thoughts, all of these fears, and that's what you want to work with. That's supposed to happen. And it's very helpful that that happens, because you really get clear on a specific desire, and your brain, your subconscious, will dig up all of the BS around that so you can become aware of it and change it. And it's a lot easier than people have made it out to be. I think the only thing that makes it difficult is, again, not paying attention or not wanting to. Writing down your thoughts is something that I definitely recommend doing, because you'll realize how many subconscious programs and patterns have been playing out every single day that you didn't even notice. And a thought download is pretty much just writing down all of your thoughts on a piece of paper, either about a situation, so you're really stressed about something and you want to figure it out, or just at the end of the day and you want to talk about what went well, what didn't, how your day went. You'll be able to see little subconscious thoughts in there that you've assumed are facts, but they're not facts. It's so crazy to be able to see the other side of your brain in this way. So in connecting with this card, how it says communication is key, this can apply to your communication with other people, but intuitively, especially for today, I'm feeling that this is talking about communication with yourself, communicating and making it known what you really desire, how you want to feel every single day. You know, I think that the communication we have with ourselves is the utmost important, because whatever we tell ourselves, it becomes fact in our reality, right? And so that could be positive or negative depending on how you use that. But I think just awareness and tapping into what you truly desire will allow you to see what does not fit with that and allow you to let it go. And if you guys have not read the book, I just got it, I'm so excited, The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. Oh my gosh, so amazing, especially if you want to understand your thoughts. The inner voice that keeps talking to you that you believe is you is not actually you. And this book has completely transformed my life, and it really goes with everything that I'm talking about, especially with awareness. So I'm just gonna read the little part on here so I can show you guys what I mean. So it says, who are you really? What would it be like to be free from limitations and soar beyond your boundaries? What can you do each day to find this kind of inner peace and freedom? The Untethered Soul offers a simple, profoundly intuitive answer to these questions. Whether this is your first exploration of inner peace, or of your inner space, or you've devoted your life to the inward journey, this book will transform your relationship with yourself and the world around you. The Untethered Soul begins by walking you through your relationship with your thoughts and emotions, helping you uncover the source and fluctuations of your inner energy. It then delves into what you can do to free yourself from the habitual thoughts, emotions, and energy patterns that limit your consciousness. Finally, with perfect clarity, this book opens the door to a life lived in the freedom of your innermost being. Yeah. And 𝑑𝒓𝒂𝒄 Chopra even says on the front, read this book carefully and you will get more than a glimpse of eternity. And that is so true. I literally have full body chills talking about this book. I'm not kidding. It will completely transform your life. And they had the audio book, which I love, on YouTube, but they took it down, and so I had to get the book immediately. I was like, I cannot live without this book. Okay, that is the book. So it really connects with, to me, the energies of this portal, being able to see the illusions in our own thinking and our own beliefs and create a new narrative that supports more of where we're going. And so we talked about the new moon, we talked about the communication aspect, and Gemini represents the twins. And so that's why there are two females on this card. And to me, this could represent the opposite side of the coin, which is what I always talk about. Our brain has a set narrative of thinking a certain way, feeling a certain way, acting a certain way, and that completely controls and runs our life. But it's not necessarily based on facts. You know, our brain operates off stories and its own narrative. And so training your brain to see the opposite side of the coin will actually give it context, and it won't be operating out of fear or illusions, if that makes sense. So for example, let's say I am doing a mastermind right now called The Shift, and there's people in there that are really creative, but they don't think that there is money in the art industry. That's what their brain tells them. Their brain tells them there's no money in this industry, and it stops the action. Is that true? Can that be proven in court that there's no money in the art industry? No, which means that it is a thought. It is your interpretation of the facts. So in order to actually create momentum and to create a new feeling so we feel inspired to go for our dreams, we have to play the devil's advocate to our own thoughts and be like, well, how do I know that's true? Or what evidence do I have that that is true? Or what if this is actually true? You know, and it literally expands your brain, but also breaks the habit of thinking in a negative way or thinking in a fearful way. Oh my gosh. Dan, so good to see you. How are you? I have that book in my Amazon cart. Get it, get it, get it. He also has a book called The Surrender Experiment, and I haven't read it yet, but I've already been recommending it to everyone because he is so incredible. If you even watch an interview or watch him speak on YouTube, your whole life will change. I'm telling you, he has, I can't even tell you. He's just so tapped in and so peaceful and has surrendered and is so joyful for where he is. He's literally created fulfillment inside that can't be taken away because it's not based on anything outside of him. And it's just, he's just the most beautiful person. And so even if you want to get a feel for his energy, hear him talk, he has a podcast on YouTube, which is banging, dude. I listen to it every single day. I get so many activations. I'll have to, actually, I'm listening to one right now. Doing the Real Work to Free Yourself is what this one's called. And often I will have to like rewind and just close my eyes and listen again because I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so good. So yeah, Michael Singer, definitely check him out, and definitely check him out on YouTube as well. Because he really helps you surrender. That's all we have to do is let go. The act of letting go isn't difficult, but we make it difficult, right? Because of the false meanings we give things and how we think and our attachment to certain circumstances or people or ways of doing things. And that's where suffering stems from, is attachment. And so, and especially with like my YouTube channels and stuff, you guys know that this past year, pretty much ever since my grandmother passed away, I've been hit with one thing after the other for a whole year. And I was like, at my breaking point, I got so used to feeling anxiety and panic that my body would wake me up out of sleep and I would have a panic attack. So it's like I felt anxiety and panic so often over this past year that my body started to know how to do it better than my brain. So it wouldn't even have to ask for permission. I would just wake up and feel the gut-wrenching dread in my stomach of lack or fear of not being able to like make rent or like this, whatever it is. My brain always found something to feel anxious over. And so obviously now, you guys can see I did finally get the monetization thing figured out on my channels. I'm hoping we can keep things, calm and nice and just focus on creating. But it took a long time, really. It took at least a couple months. I didn't even get, let's see, I got monetized on both my channels while I was in Costa Rica. So it hasn't even been a full month. Yeah, and I'm just breaking through those habits of my brain being so used to thinking there's something wrong that it just starts to feel that way anyway. And the biggest thing that helped me this past year, and especially with like my grandmother's death and everything like that, was surrendering to exactly what I was feeling. Not trying to change it, just becoming aware of it and letting me feel it. We suffer so much because we try to shove everything down, right? And that causes it to bubble up later. And if you just surrender and let go, life can feel so much easier. Like, none of us are getting out of here alive. We have a very short time here, and we don't have the time or the energy to just waste. I mean, you can if you want to, but I mean, this is such a beautiful, magical experience, and we'll all be okay in the end anyway, And so we really don't have to take things as seriously as we take them in reality, and things can be fun and playful, and we can just decide that we want to be happy. And that's something I've learned this past year. I've not, like, I feel like I knew that, but this year I really experienced the process of letting go, the process of becoming aware of my thoughts, the process of completely surrendering and taking care of my internal state more than what I see externally. You know, it was just like this incredible switch that I have been making this past year. And so this energy is really here for everybody. Surrender to what you cannot control. See what you actually want to change or create in your life. Write down 3 things or just one big thing that you want to let go of. It could be a habit, it could be a thought, it could be a specific person, whatever it is. Become aware of one thing that you want to let go of and one thing that you want to bring in, and swap those. We don't want to add on too many, because if we have too many goals or too many things we want to work on, then our brain can feel overwhelmed and then we don't do anything. So choose one thing that you want to release or let go of, one thing you've become aware of, and then one thing that you're going to replace that thing with that you want to bring in more of your life. In mine, I never even knew that I liked dancing really, but after I got back from Costa Rica, like when I was in Costa Rica, it was just such beautiful energy. People were so happy, people were so just lively, there was always good music, like the weather, all the animals, and I just felt like so happy. Like I would be down the street just like dancing and spinning by myself, just like singing, just going up to people and talking to them, and I saw a part of myself that I am not used to seeing. I feel like being in Utah, I've kind of just put my head down and just tried to work to get out of here as fast as possible. And I got to like see a part of myself. I got to like meet this part of myself that I didn't even really know was there. Part of myself that is so playful and free and lively and social, and you know, and I really wanted to embody that energy and bring it back with me. So I found a lot of the like playlists and stuff that they're playing at the really cool bar that we would go to every single night. Lots of like cool reggae music, summer house kind of stuff, and I've just been putting it on every day, and I've just been dancing. And I'm not really like, I didn't think I was as much of a dancey person, but it completely shifts my whole mind around. Just like, it just is the act of freedom, right? Like my biggest thing is to feel free, like I've talked to you guys about, and that just like dancing and spinning and just like going out in the rain and just surrendering, that feels like freedom to me. And so that's one action that I'm now doing that supports that feeling that I want to have, right, is freedom. So how do you want to feel? And what actions kind of align with that feeling? And again, you have full permission. You can give yourself permission to be completely free, you know, and creating that fulfillment and liberation inside, regardless of what's going on outside, will make it so it can never be taken away from you. Did you meet Argentinian people? Have a lot of friends in Costa Rica there? Maybe you came across. I don't know. Maybe. I have no idea. We hung out. Yeah. Yeah, we were right by the beach. I think it's called Villa Sol is the place that we stayed at. We flew into Liberia and we stayed there. It was like 5-ish minutes from the beach, and we kind of hung out around that area and kind of just explored. So it was inside of like a villa place. I don't even know how to describe it. That was my first time I've been there, so I have no idea how to compare it to any other experience in Costa Rica, but it was really, really beautiful. We were right next to Pescado Loco, which is this bar called The Crazy Fish, and it is like the coolest place ever. I hung out there a majority of the time. Yeah, Villa Sol is where, SOL is where we went. Cocoa Beach we went, and that's super cool. That like the nightlife is really cool there too. There's like music bumping, there's so many different shops. It was so easy to find clothing that I just loved. Like here, in order to find like my style of clothing, I mostly have to order online because I wear a lot of like harem pants and like you know, a lot of stuff like that isn't really just around here, but there it's like everywhere I walked I was like, oh my gosh. Like everything just, it felt like I was just in my space. It totally just resonated. Yeah, Pescado Loco, you have to go there. It's so cool. The bartender there, there's two of them, but one's named Oscar, and he is so funny. We went back to see him, like, I'm not even kidding, we went to the bar like twice a day, just to hang out, and it was just so incredible. The thunderstorms there, oh my gosh, were so insane. I've never seen that much rain in my entire life. And there were just like wild monkeys chilling out, playing with each other, like right above the bar, in the trees. And I was like, you know, this is so cool. I just want to be here all the time. So I'm actually hoping, of course, to go back as soon as possible. I'd love to get like a property there or something. Yes, ask for Oscar. Yes, he is so awesome. But you'd have so much fun. Cocoa Beach was so cool too. Every part of it. There was not a part that I did not like. Hello, Juno, my little sucker boy. He keeps, poor baby, he keeps pacing and just coming back and watching. I think it's I can't hear it, but I think someone's fire alarm battery is dying or something. Maybe we can meet there. That would be so cool. So down. So down for that. How cool would it be to like create a retreat in Costa Rica or something? That would be so cool. I'd want to stay there for a lot longer than like a normal retreat though, which is like 4 to 7 days. I would want to be there for like a month. That would be so cool. Maybe we can meet there. That would be so cool. But like being there really helped me tap into how I want to feel all the time, you know? That really free, playful, active, just energy. I felt so healthy. The air is so clean. Here, we have some of the worst air in the United States, in Utah. And because we're surrounded in like a bowl of mountains, during winter time, it all settles in. All of the pollution and stuff, it settles into the mountains, and so it's just like foggy. It's really just like not good air here. And we have this lake here called the Great Salt Lake, and it's 2/3 dried up, and there's lots of like bacteria and stuff that is now not underwater or in the water. It's like on the surface now, including arsenic. So now it will continue to get worse, but the windstorms and the really dry hot air, because the lake is vanishing because of the drought, it's going to be kicking up all of this arsenic and all of these different chemicals in the air. So now the pollution's going to be worse here. And that's one reason why I just want to get out of here as fast as possible, because I can feel it in my body. I felt I could breathe in Costa Rica. I could breathe, and my body felt so like optimized and healthy, and I realized this has nothing to do with me. It's the environment that I've been in, and I'm really starting to feel the impact of that. And so it was just such a breath of fresh air. It made me realize what I truly want for my life, you know, and what I want to strive for. And I think this is the time with the Lionsgate portal to really start thinking about that. We can start to make it a reality in the astral, and then it will materialize. Absolutely. Yep, created on an energetic plane first. Absolutely. And that's how everything works, right? Everything starts from an energetic plane before it turns into the physical. And we have to see all of our ideas and our goals and our desires as that same thing. It starts off energetic, right? And once we become aware of what we want, how we want to feel, and maybe what's happening that isn't serving us, automatically it will start to fall away. It's like a negative thought about yourself, right? The moment you become aware that you're doing that, you start to recognize it more and more every single time it happens. So awareness really does create change, but not just awareness, the willingness to actually try something new. obviously facilitates that change. So for me, it's some of my habits. I've been spending a lot of my like downtime on social media, which I already work in social media, so I need to create that that line, right? Things where I notice I'm going more unconscious, I'm really becoming aware of it and immediately switching it to fix it. For example, if I'm like waiting for a video to export or something, sometimes I'll pick up my phone and I'll just start mindlessly scrolling. As soon as I realize it, I put it down, or I put my phone over there, right? Somewhere. So really it's just about doing your best and becoming aware of the little things that don't really serve you, that would give back more time, more energy, you know, and allow you to feel better. We do everything for the feeling, even when it comes to buying things, or you know, everything actually stems from the feeling. We want to feel a certain way, and so we seek that out in the external world, right? So ask yourself how you want to feel. That way you don't have to seek it out anymore. You can know what that feeling is that you want to feel, and ask yourself things that bring out that feeling naturally, right? For freedom, for me, that's really how I want to feel. Or inspired. You know, art really makes me feel that way. Singing, I'm singing all day, every day. The neighbors must love me. They never have said anything, but like I am like really expressing myself throughout the day through singing and all of this, and that just makes me feel good, right? And when we do these little things that make us feel good, all of a sudden we now have aligned with that feeling, and we'll start to experience more that's on that same wavelength. Every time, you know, when people talk about being on the wavelength of something, or oh, I'm resonating with this, or I'm aligning with this type of energy, really what this truly means is your inner consciousness, your inner being has created a certain state, right? And the actions, the thoughts, and the feelings that you have will most likely be in alignment with that inner state. So for example, if you're really pissed off, if you wake up super pissed off, right? And you're like, today sucks, today's gonna suck, tomorrow will probably suck too, right? You're going to think more of those thoughts, feel those feelings, and the actions that you take or don't take, or even circumstances that you don't have control over, will also reflect that mindset, right? But if we do the complete opposite, we are in alignment with that state of consciousness, that room. So it really is about asking yourself how you want to feel and what things bring out that feeling naturally for you. And yes, and you know, there's a part of this that does take some self-discipline. It's not really what we want to hear, but that's one thing I'm trying to get better at as well, is like self-discipline. Like we can tell ourselves, oh, I don't want to be doing this. But if we don't stop, then, you know, whether it's scrolling through our phone or all of that, or if we don't take actions to minimize our desire to do those things, we're never going to change, right? We have to get used to feeling uncomfortable and pushing ourselves a little bit. So that's one thing that I recommend right now, is to get comfortable with feeling uncomfortable, even if it's trying something new in your business, or maybe you have this habit that doesn't serve you, but you've done it for so long and now it's hard to live without it. Like, feel uncomfortable, right? In the best way possible. Get used to feeling uncomfortable, because you're expanding your comfort zone. You're proving to yourself that you can do a lot more than you believed is possible for you, right? And I recognized this in Costa Rica. I did so many things to step outside of my comfort zone. There were days where I did not feel comfortable at all because I was trying something completely new or something. And then after, I'm like, wow, that was so fun and so amazing. And it just showed me how resilient I am, and that like I'm a lot stronger than I believe, and that there's nothing on the other side of fear but feeling accomplished. Fear is the illusion. There's nothing scary on the other side of it. It's like liberation and relief is what's on the other side of fear. So if you can push past that that discomfort of walking with fear and discomfort and whatever that is, you will create liberation and freedom on the other side of it. Yeah. Like I can't remember what the exact numbers were, but someone, her name's Skylife, she makes a lot of videos on YouTube. She went to like this phone retreat or whatever, or like this not phone retreat, it's like a social media detox retreat, and they didn't have their phones for like 1 or 2 weeks, I think, and it was all about connecting deeply and intimately with other people and communicating and like going on adventures and exploring. And before she actually went, she was like checking her phone usage or something, and when you add it all up for the year, it's like days of being on your phone straight. Like 30 days, 60 days, like a year? That's like, what better, like what more can we do with our time than that? That really, really hit me different, because we might just see, oh, I used my phone for 3 hours today. But if that's 3 hours, let's actually try to, okay, so that's 21 hours a week if you use your phone for 3 hours a day. And my average not too long ago was like 4 hours. So let's just say 21 hours a week you use your phone. That's 1,092 hours for the year if you just use your phone 3 hours a day, which a lot of us use it more than that. So over 1,000 days. Was it days? No, hours. Yeah, just being on your phone. Think about how much you can accomplish. Think about how many beautiful experiences you can have in that amount of time. Hello, Zerisha, how are you? How are you? Good to see you. And sorry if this live is a little cut short. He is seriously pacing and it is so distracting. So I'm really trying. But I know that he's like feeling really terrified. He hates beeps. Like, and it will send him into a spiral all day. If there's a beep that's a specific tone that he doesn't like, it will send him into a spiral. And someone's fire alarm is just continuously going, not like it's going off, but when the battery starts to die and it will like beep every 5 minutes or something. Yeah, he's having a little bit of a hard time. And anytime someone sends me a voice message and they have that, like, you know, that beep that I guess it's the fire alarm for every house, but some people just live with that and they're so used to it. And so sometimes people will send me voice messages in their house and you'll hear the beep, and Juno will hear it and he'll for like 2 hours because of that one little beep. And that voice message I was listening to, it just so sad, but I wish there was a way that I can help him with that. Oh, well, thank you, Lucy. I love you. You're just amazing. Thank you so much for being here. And is there a way that I can support you guys? Because I also know that I've been gone a little bit. I know that we talk on my live streams, but if there's any questions you guys have or any way that I can support you or anything like that, please definitely let me know. Also, it came to my attention that the 50% off coupon code for my merch did not work. And I think it's because it might have been discounted too much to where I couldn't even pay the people creating the merch. You know, I couldn't fully cover the expenses of the merchandise, so I don't think I can do 50% discounts. I thought that I could, and it looked like it was working, but I'm going to just extend the times an extra day to get into my course, the 4-part Intro to Dreaming workshop and the Lucidity class. I'm going to extend that by a day, and then Get Lucid 25 is 25% off, and instead of having an expiration, I'm just going to let you guys keep that. So my apologies for the code not working. I totally thought that it would work because I've done big discounts like that before on my merch site, but I will keep the free enrollment for my Intro to Dreaming workshop and my Lucidity class. I'll keep that until tomorrow. It was going to expire today, but I'll add on another day, and then get Lucid 25 will give you 25% off of anything on the merch shop, and that won't have an expiration date. I wanted to somehow try to make it up a little bit because I did not know that that code was not working, so sorry about that. I really appreciate you guys being here, and I'm really excited to get back into content. I created a whole page of video ideas yesterday. I'm just jumping back into my own dream practice because I have been really not dreaming that much. Especially the past couple months, it's been hard for me to concentrate on dreaming. Kind of with everything going on, the trip, all of that, I'm just starting my dream practice back up. So I definitely want to share more like dreaming experiences with you guys, like lucid dream stories. I want to get back into making technique videos, guided meditations. I really want to start my podcast. That's been something that I have been kind of sitting on for like a year. And I really want to start that as well, so I would post that on this channel as well. So there's so many different types of content that I want to start creating, so I'm definitely going to do that. And I posted my first sleep track on this channel for the first time in like the past year. You guys might see it. It's called the Wake Back to Bed, like lucid dreaming binaural beat sleep music. So it is a sleep track, but there are REM alarms in there. So if you aren't expecting that, then there will be some REM alarms in there. There's just 3, and it's just a Tibetan singing bowl like ding noise, so it's not anything too disruptive, but that's to support you in waking up, to help you with your techniques during REM sleep, or to slightly wake up your brain during a dream to help you induce a lucid dream. So if you are wanting content that does not have the alarms in them or anything like that, and you just want the pure sleep music, then definitely check out my second channel, the Lucid Mystic Sleep Music, because I upload on there consistently. Tonight we have a Lionsgate portal sleep track, and then tomorrow I'm doing a chakra healing series, like a chakra activation series, so tomorrow will be the heart chakra, which definitely still goes along with the energy. For those of you who are either into astrology or don't really know too much about it, Leo rules the heart. Every zodiac has a place on the body that it correlates with, and for Leos it is the heart. So I guess it still is in alignment with the Lionsgate energy, and this will be, Lionsgate, it's I feel like the energetic portal, they say, is like 7-ish days. It's not just this day, so you can still have some random ideas, some activations, pay attention to your dreams at night as well as your actual dreams you want to create in your reality, especially over the next few days, because you may see some, you may receive more ideas than usual, or you may have a really interesting dream that answers a question that you've been wondering about, or, anything like that. So, let me see. Just closing this, making sure the code works really quick. Okay. It looks like it should work, so we are good. Sagittarius rules the upper thighs, I believe. Yeah. But so that is really what I wanted to chat about today. Again, thought downloads are really your best friend when it comes to seeing a different side of your subconscious, and it really allows us to see what thought is creating a feeling that doesn't feel good, that's causing us to act or not act in a way that feels good to us. It's all connected to our thoughts. Our thoughts influence our feelings, and our feelings influence our actions, and the actions we have influence our results. So it really does stem from our thoughts. And the only thing that's stopping us from achieving all that we want is the thoughts that we have about it. Right? And if we can dissect those, see what doesn't even make sense, what's not even relevant, what's not even a fact, and really look at what's in between you and your desires, like it's a very fine line, because again, our thoughts They are mutable, they're interchangeable, and we can reprogram ourselves for success, for love, for abundance, for peace. But before we do that, we have to see what's already there that's creating that feeling of distance or having a block, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and go for today. I have some tracks I want to get done. Juno really needs me right now as well, and I have my mastermind class tomorrow that I still need to work on. So I will go ahead and end it here today, but I'm always live Mondays at 5 p.m. I'm so excited that I get to see you guys. My birthday's Friday. I was gonna try to go live or do something on Friday, but I don't know if I'll be able to. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing. So I'll at least see you Monday. But yes, keep your eye out for some new content because that is coming and I'm so excited for that. Okay guys, I love you so much. Thanks so much for tuning in. Happy Lionsgate, and please reach out if you need anything, if you guys have any questions. Again, like, I handle these activations pretty simply. I clean my house, you know, I get the energy feeling good. I do some inner work or some energetic work, doing thought downloads, breath work, and then I just reevaluate what I want to get rid of and what I want to bring in, and little actions that I can take to honor both of those. That's really what I do for like energetic portals, or really just any time. I think that self-coaching ourselves to our success and finding how you work so you can best help yourself is something that we should always be working on. And I think that these you know, energetic activations, even, you know, full moon, or hey, it's Monday, it's a new week, you know, we can do these things anytime. But this energetic portal today makes it feel more easy to tap into our desires and take actions and change habits. So that's why it would be kind of good to dive into your desires and what you want for yourself today. Thank you guys. And for those of you who won gifts, don't worry, I will be reaching out to you. I think I emailed everybody to get the information that I needed, but if you won something in the giveaway, I have your emails and I will make sure that you get your prize as soon as possible. Just wanted to let you guys know that. Okay guys, I love you so much. Thanks so much for being here. And as always, I'm sending you endless love and endless lucidity, and I will see you Monday. Bye guys!